LEGO City isn't necessarily my favorite theme or one I cover frequently here on the channel, but every now and then there's some stuff that catches my eye and I can't really ignore it. Earlier this year I bought the entire space sub-theme as it's been the most refreshing take on space done in the entire LEGO portfolio for the last couple of years, and now this pair of construction sets looks so good and detailed, the age marking for kids almost doesn't suit them, so let's cut to the chase and thank LEGO for sending these for review. The construction excavator is without a doubt the best looking one LEGO has ever done, and even though it may lack the functionality some of the more advanced Technic sets of similar models may have had over the years, there's something oddly captivating when seeing these vehicles done in LEGO system bricks. The trio of minifigures included suits the set, of course, with the workers featuring the new orange LEGO shade of pieces on their torsos, while the engineer has plans on his hand for an ice cream shop, which is a cool nod to another product of the theme. On top of that, there's two construction barriers included, with those neat printed tiles and a few loose bricks for the excavator to do its thing. Speaking of which, the thing does look amazing when you get to see it up close, and what caught my eye right out of the gate was the fact that the main color of its build was bright light orange, making it pop in a far more interesting way than regular yellow would. Having it next to the construction steamroller set done in the basic tone shows just that, right? Now, not only was I impressed by the final look, but also the building techniques used, and how fun it was to put together, especially the back end of the body section, so to speak. The use of studs not on top techniques and a perfect choice of pieces made this all look amazing in the end. Placing these stickers on the curved sections was a bit of a challenge to pull off perfectly, but it's doable. The cabin section can be removed so that the driver can go up these brick-built stairs with a few more 1x1 printed tiles with red stripes all the way to the seating area. And before moving on to the obvious play functions the product has, back here we can lift the engine cover to reveal the machine's engine. It can easily be removed from its housing so that some breaking down and repair play scenarios can be played out by kids. The tracks, as you would expect them to do, roll quite well on a flat surface, which surprised me, and the body of the vehicle can rotate 360 degrees as they should. Getting the angle of the boom arm was interesting, but that leaves us with a small gap here that I'm not that big of a fan when it comes to the aesthetics of the model. But the main goal here is the function, and it does so very well up and down, as does the deeper arm and the bucket itself. There's a bit of friction to all of these sections achieved with the use of these pneumatic-like pieces. When it comes to the actual play of picking stuff up, doing so with the loose bricks included in the set on a flat surface is nearly impossible without some help. Doing it out of containers of spare LEGO parts is totally doable and fun, and I'm sure the same could be said when playing with these in sand or dirt, though I could not bring myself to put my LEGO through that to put it to the test. It really can't be explained, but construction vehicles are oddly appealing, and especially so when they're done this good looking. The play potential is amazing for kids with all of the functions, movements and sturdiness of the model, even for me as an adult who doesn't really play with LEGO like that anymore, so this is kind of an awesome product, even more so if you pair it with the mobile construction crane. Price-wise, at $55 for 630 pieces of LEGO, some prints, 3 minifigures and all of this play value, you totally get your money's worth out of it. Now, the LEGO Mobile Construction Crane is simply put a beast of a LEGO product. Its size puts to shame some of the adult-sized LEGO Icons vehicles, the functions it packs make it a really fun vehicle to play with that pairs really well with the Excavator set, and that's just some of it. But before all that, let's take a look at the minifigure selection. 5 in total, with 4 construction workers featuring different combinations of body prints, while the engineer, just like the one from the Excavator set, has the construction plans for a roller coaster, which is actually a cool reference to an actual LEGO City product as well. The set also comes with a portable toilet like the ones you'd see in construction sites, and the design was actually very clever, using door frames to keep its size to the bare minimum, while the toilet seat was a neat seat, studs not on top build, complete with the toilet paper roll, which is always a fun detail to see. Now the crane itself, again, what a beast. I don't think I've ever seen a vehicle with these many wheels, 16 to drive it around and 2 extra ones for functions. A bunch of the detailing comes in the form of stickers, which kids should be able to handle well, but I'm happy to see so many of these construction stripe tiles being actual prints. The vehicle is indeed very long, and while the Excavator is by no means a small vehicle, see how it scales against it, such a difference. Same goes for the City Steamroller set or this Land Rover vehicle. But the cool thing about it besides its size, it's all the play it packs. Firstly, the driver's cabin accessed by simply removing these pieces up here with seats for 2 minifigures. Further back there's this hatch where we can access the engine, and the crane cabin can actually be accessed by lifting this assembly. I was not aware, however, that these types of cabins could swing outward, so that's cool. But the other thing that I knew should open are the outriggers, for in total to provide a wider base to prevent the crane from tipping. The hydraulic pieces coming out when I pull this adds an extra layer of realism that I love to see, and after extending all 4 we need to get the feet that are stored back here next to the counterweights, mind you, just regular Lego pieces and not weighted ones. The 4 feet have this relatively new truck trailer hooking piece that works flawlessly when you want to put this in place, as these guides point the ball pin in the right direction. Taking them off isn't as easy, but still doable. After the feet are down, it's time to raise the crane to your preferred angle of choice, with these being its maximum range. There's these 2 pins included to fix the crane angle, as with weight being lifted, these Technic lift arms could potentially come off, I guess. It is for me the only real downside to the play value of it all, as you sometimes might forget all about the pins when you want to pack the crane and go. This is the time where you turn this tire to loosen the load line, otherwise you would not be able to extend the telescopic boom section. There's plenty of Lego string included that covers the range of the crane, even when extended to its maximum height, but more on that later on. To extend the boom section we need to turn the other tire down here, and while the mechanism to do so is simple at its base, there's this worm gear that triggers these special anti-stud pieces I had never seen before that do a great job at it. The full height of this is very impressive, towering over the already tall Harry Potter Burrow set I reviewed a few weeks ago, or modular buildings which you might be more familiar with. And of course, the crane section can rotate 360 degrees to be able to drop the portable toilet wherever you need it in the construction site. Folding everything back together is serious work by itself, but one that I'm sure kids will enjoy playing with over and over again. I'm pretty sure that if I had something like this as a kid, I would be all over it all day long. It looks amazing, and there's not a lot of Lego products with this much play value that I'm aware of, so it is definitely worth considering its purchase if you or your kids are into this kind of play at all. $110 for 1100 pieces seems to be more than fair, considering the insane amount of tires, minifigure lineup, and exclusive new pieces, the catcher plate, and these new boom sections which the set has 5 of. $100 would have been a perfect sweet spot for these, but I'm sure over time you'll be able to find some deals in the wild for it. With that being said, LEGO City killed it with these 2 products. From afar they look like perfect construction vehicle replicas, such is the quality of the details they pack. You and your kids will have a lot of fun playing with them, and they're fairly priced in my eyes, which is something I don't say all that often. Do let me know if you're interested in more LEGO City reviews down in the comment section below, and I'll see you all in the next one.